Hello YouTube, this is Yo Noah. Who built the ark? Noah built the ark. I have a water bottle besides the Bible because the Bible is our water. We need to drink it. It basically tells, our past, present, and future. If you've ever seen any one of my videos, you'll understand that we're living in the past, but that's not why I'm here, not to talk about that. I'm telling you about the time, but these are in separate situations and then meet them all at once. Not here to get you to believe me. I'm not proving anything to anyone. And I don't know why it happened to me. I can't tell you that. These are things I cannot tell you. These are things that I do not understand. Because it's probably not meant for me to understand. I do not understand it, but I'm just going to tell you what I saw. I'm not trying to be a judge or something. You do not judge and say what you see. That's what I try to do. It's hard because since the apple has been bitten, ate, whatever, however you want to say it, and we took the bite and it tainted every seed and every human being on this planet forever, that we have this mentality that we're gods, and as such, we are judges. And when we really, there aren't too many of us that actually can judge. We're supposed to judge, but you're supposed to judge righteously. Not a lot of us actually can judge, aren't good judges of anything, but we still do it anyway because of, that first sin, the ultimate sin, the sin that we're still, suffering from right now. But I just want to get on the fact that I've met Satan, Lucifer, Jesus, and I met God. And these are 3 different occasions. When I met Lucifer, I wasn't the greatest person at the time. And like they say, in order for him to find you, you have to basically walk in the dark. They find you from walking in the dark, and I was walking in the dark. But I was changing at this time of walking through my darkness. And that's usually when everything comes at you more, because they don't want you to walk into the light. But this is all happening while, you're asleep. You rarely ever see anything while you're, in this reality, because there's tons of realities, dimensions, or whatever words you want to use. But the dream, whether you understand it or not, the pineal lobe, the pine cone, the third eye, when you dream, it illuminates. That's when it sends transmissions to somewhere else that we don't know where it is. We have a hunch, but no one knows where the transmission is going. So, but it transmits. And that's when that part of you wakes up when you're asleep. And whichever side you to choose, master or whatever you choose to serve, they can pop in there. God can pop in there and he wants to, but the evil part pops in there when you serve them. I didn't serve them, but basically I did, because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Didn't follow the words and the laws in this book. I've always believed in God. I've always loved him, but I was, a little upset with him about what things, how things are, how things were, because I didn't understand, but now I do. But I met him. And the meeting was not great. Basically was paralyzed and I couldn't move, and he basically was trying to force me to do things I didn't want to do. He was telling me that he'll give me the world if I give my soul to him. I said no, I wasn't going to do it, so he tried to force me to give it to him. Then all of a sudden, someone came. This wasn't God. This wasn't Jesus. This was, I guess, an angel, a messenger. He came down, literally came down and pulled me away from him. And there was like a tug of war with me. One had my feet, one had my hands. And then I wanted to go with the angel. So I woke up, and in the process of just waking up, I fell out the air. Excuse me. I fell out the air. So that means that I was floating. This was really hot. You know, you get what I'm saying, but I was literally floating in the air. I fell and bounced on my bed and woke up and prayed like I never prayed before. And since that moment, I prayed and talked to God and Jesus every day. I have. It's been years. It's been years since that happened. Years and years and years. So, Monday, like I said, I've been praying for years and years and years, and I actually asked something. Usually don't ask for anything. I just, I ask for other people. I pray for the world to be a better place. I pray for this. I pray for that. Usually don't ask for anything myself. Just don't. Just not that type of person. There's not too much that I really, really want. I want the world to be great. I want it to be peaceful. Just want a house over my head and be able to do what I want. I want freedom. That's my main focus in my life. But this time I decided to ask something. I asked him, can I see heaven? And so I went to sleep. And next thing I know, I was in the dark and I started to walk up some stairs. And Jesus was there. And he spoke to me. He said, just, you ask, you shall receive. Come, I'll let me show you. And I was in this dark room, going up some steps. And he was standing by this window where the light wasn't coming into the darkness. It was pretty weird. It's something that my imagination, dream, or whatever you want to call it, could not make up on its own. So I went there and looked inside of this glass that he told me to look in, and I seen the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen in my life. There was nothing like it before. I wish I can draw, because maybe I can put what I've seen on paper, what I saw, what was there, but I can't really describe it. It was pure light. It was translucent. It was something that I could not imagine and never felt as great in my life to see and experience what I experienced. Now, that was my time meeting Jesus. Through all the stuff that's going on, I recently met God. Now, for all you people that want the end to come, it's not going to be pretty. When God came, when I saw him come from the clouds, it was the most scariest, painful thing I've ever felt in my life. There was nothing like it. Nothing. I've never felt anything like that before. It was painful. It was anguish. I felt all of God's pain and wrath and his judgment that he's going to judge on everyone. Even his own people are going to get judged. We're going to get judged too. It was horrible. I felt this sadness. I felt this pain. I felt this vengefulness. I felt this wrath. All I can do was fall on my knees and cry. When the day of the Lord comes, it shall be terrible. Be prepared for it, because it might be coming soon. It was terrible. It was not great. I just wanted to share with you my experiences of dark light in the end. Later, YouTube.